wife just called Trump. It's not good. In an official White House statement, we now know President Donald Trump on Friday made a call to the wife of Republican Arizona Senator John McCain, Cindy McCain, after getting news that he had been hospitalized this week, as he battles one of the deadliest forms of cancers known to man. McCain, who is 81 years old, was diagnosed with a highly lethal form of brain cancer in July, and on Wednesday his office said he had been admitted to the hospital with complications. The statement read that Senator McCain was currently receiving treatment at Walter Reed Medical Center for what is considered normal side effects of his ongoing cancer therapy, but that he remains in high spirits and eternally grateful to his physicians for their excellent care they have provided for him since his treatment has begun. In the statement, he also thanked his friends and supporters for their encouragement and good wishes, and states that the senator looks forward to returning to work as soon as possible. McCain's Republican colleagues expressed high optimism that he will be able to make the vote on the tax overhaul next week, since senators must be physically present on the Senate floor to cast votes. Considering this time he will vote with the GOP, let's all hope and pray this is true. MSN reports, President Trump, U.S. economy to rock as GOP races to tax vote. GOP lawmakers posted their sweeping, 503-page bill, with permanent tax cut for U.S. corporations and temporary benefits for individuals, on Friday evening after gaining key votes from two Republican senators, who threatened to oppose it. Now, with votes planned in the House and Senate by the middle of next week, Trump is closing in on his first major legislative victory. The bill, hammered out behind closed doors by Republican leaders, would slash the corporate tax rate to 21%, the lowest that rate has been since 1939. It would provide across-the-board tax cuts for most individuals, but then wipe them off the books by 2026. Whether to extend them would be up to a future Congress. Trump's White House applauded Friday's developments, which Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders called a major step toward achieving the president's promises of faster economic growth and much-needed financial relief to all Americans. It'll be fantastic for the middle-income people and for jobs, most of all, Trump said on Saturday at the White House before boarding Marine One for Camp David, the presidential retreat in Maryland. He predicted U.S. economic growth could go to 4, 5 or even 6%, ultimately. We are really going to start to rock, Trump told reporters. House leaders plan to hold their vote Tuesday. Timing for the Senate vote was less clear, though Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said the chamber would get this bill done next week. Everything you need to know about the GOP tax overhaul plan. Trump and congressional Republicans have repeatedly pitched the tax measure as a boon for the middle class, despite independent analyses of earlier versions that said most of the benefit would go to higher earners. The final bill would provide a larger tax cut for the highest earners, by shaving the top individual tax rate to 37% from 39.6%, a lower level than was proposed in either the House or Senate versions. This April 15th filing season, that is the last time you will file under this monstrous, broken tax code, House Ways and Means Chairman Kevin Brady said Friday evening. Brady kicked off a remarkably rapid lawmaking effort on November 2nd, when he released an initial bill. The final version reflects significant changes, many of them aimed at shoring up GOP votes. Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, who had announced his opposition to an earlier version of the legislation, switched to yes after tax writers changed the bill to broaden the child tax credit's benefits for working families. Rubio said in a Twitter message that the change is a solid step toward broader reform.